And I didn't even get.
All right.
Check your phone.
Hey.
All right.
Hey. We can't read any questions, but goddamn, we got live feed.
Good crew, GNATION.
Okay.
Hey, Joe.
Shortest dude, the shortest
Yeah, I
chick.
know.
Can you see me? Probably
Yeah.
not. Probably not. Come right into.
Let's see how it sounds.
Yeah. All right.
Anybody try to listen to it to see how it sounds?
Listen, if you can't hear us, I don't know what to tell you. We was right about Deontay Banks. We was right about John Michael Smith. We was right about Daniel Jones. And hopefully we're right about Saquon Barkley and he stays and retires as a New York Giant. That one is yet to be seen, but so far we're 3 out of 4.
Can you hear it?
Welcome to day 3 of the 2023 NFL football draft. The New York Football Giants are doing their thug visible so far in the draft. What do you think? How you feeling though?
Yeah, I mean, we got a top corner. I think we got the best corner in the draft, the best center in the draft, the most explosive receiver in the draft, and hopefully Eric Gray returned the most underrated running back in this draft with our top 4 picks. Didn't have a 4th rounder. Wait to see who we get in the 6th and 7th round to see if any of those guys will make the squad this year. So we'll see. I think we've done a heck of a job so far.
I'd like to say this. I would like to welcome the Blue Brother Bannerhood. It was finally great to meet you guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
And God damn it, I had a ball. First of all. And second of all, when they won, they got the answer.
Absolutely.
No. I had a day 2 and day 3. Center, wide receiver. So what? But I still had it right, but it was second, third round. The first round was a corner. So I like it. I like it.
I love it, man. I think the first 2 picks, obviously, those are pretty plug-in starters right from day one. The cornerback in the center, plug-in starters from day one. I think we addressed those needs right there. Also, I mean, right now, Joe Shane seems to be just doing a good job building up that depth. Jalen Hyde, he's not going to be ready for the start of the season, as we all know. But at the same time, when he comes along, it'll be a great depth piece to add to that receiving room. Running back, I'm not that familiar with the kid, but everything I've seen, read up on him, he's looking promising as well. It could be another surprise like Isaiah Pacheco, you never know.
There you go.
Right.
There you go.
You can check on yours.
Confident knows how to use running back.
We're good.
Kim took the phone around the corner and listened. We all sound good on sound.
Okay.
Every one of your channels sounds
Just
good.
picked up ODU, Old Dominion cornerback, Trey Hawkins.
Cornerback?
Corner.
Okay.
All right, so Trey Hawkins, did a little study on him. He's another physical outside corner.
Darnay Holmes replacement?
Yes.
I don't think so. I think we might have to come to the idea that maybe Adoree Jackson may have priced himself out and prepared himself for one of all these bigger outside corners. And if Flock takes that leap this year, we may see
might be
him
gone
go
next
forward
year.
walk because Deontay Banks is going to be Deontay Banks. Wink loves him and he's going to get him right.
But Henry's still under contract.
keep telling
Look at them boys. They had the draft, son.
Yeah.
Jerome Henderson is gonna be key to developing guys like Cordell Fly, Deontay Banks, and what's this other kid name they drafted just now. So that's gonna be key. Is the development that Jerome Henderson has been able. Remember, he got the best out of Adoree Jackson. Adoree Jackson didn't tackle nobody.
Right.
Now he's hitting with a purpose. You know what I'm saying? James Bradbury had a career year, you know what I'm saying, before he traded. You know what I'm saying? Went to the other team. You know what I'm saying? So Jerome Henderson is key. He got Mr. Williams kid. Aaron Robinson was having a good season before he got hurt.
Him and Wink Martindale are good coaches, and I think they work well together.
Yes, and they work well with DBs.
Because
that's why
Wink loves DBs and linebackers.
Yeah, remember we got the kid from Duke. This offseason.
Oh, yeah.
He's 6'2".
Bobby McCain? The safety?
No. Bobby McCain's the safety. We got a kid from Duke. I forgot his name.
Oh, yeah, he
Played with Daniel Jones his freshman year.
Yeah.
We signed him to a rookie deal. He signed a 3-year rookie deal because he tore his ACL and didn't come out in this draft. He just wouldn't. He got his knee repaired and came back the next year. We gave him a 3-year rookie deal. So that's basically like a rookie too. And then we signed the corner from the Lions, who I think will be depth just in case somebody gets hurt. His best thing is man-to-man coverage as well. So I think they're trying to get those two bigger outside corners that we can lock people down. Now they're going to have to figure out the slot. Darnay Holmes is going to get a shot this year. He's probably going to start, to be honest with you. Unless Cordell Fly shows out in the off-season program, and training camp, and preseason, and they're like, look, Deontay Banks is starting.
Yeah, absolutely.
Adoree Jackson is starting. Let's see what Flott does in the slot.
I don't care. We got some good starters this draft, last draft. Joe Shea knows what he's doing. What more can you ask for? He gone for you wanted those 3 picks. They sold you those 3 picks. Luke, you're the man, all right? Hey, Pat, you're the man. You know, hey.
Pat was in front of the draft calling other players, other teams' picks while we were sitting there getting footage.
Yeah.
Pat was like, okay, they on the clock. They about to pick this dude. Pick. God dang. Texas is about to pick this dude. Okay, Green Bay's about to pick this dude. I like, look at fucking Pat. Listen, excuse my language, but I'm just proud, man. The Giants are doing good. Big Blue Crew is doing good. We came out here, we made it happen. We had a good time. We're going to continue having a good time. We'll use this last day 3 coverage.
Yeah.
We'll probably take a break a little early and rest because we all got to travel tomorrow.
Yeah.
If I can just take a moment to piggyback over what Joe started off with. It's been an honor meeting all y'all in person, man. This has been a great weekend, man. I had a real stressful week. A lot of things going on in my life, you know what I mean? But getting out, getting away this weekend, chilling with you guys, and getting to know you, getting to meet you. I mean, kind of all worked together a little bit over the last couple of years or so on the
You know
YouTube
what?
thing. But it's been awesome, man.
It really wasn't that expensive for us. If you go to we're the right places to go to eat. No, we're eating at the restaurants that you're staying. We go to what was that?
Arthur Bryant's.
Shout out to Arthur Bryant.
That is the
Come to
best
Kansas City.
barbecue.
It's special.
So don't let the line scare you. Just wait in that line. It's working.
While Rodney hold us down on the picks, because I think we got, 2 more picks after that? Let's talk about Joe Shane and what he said before, even the offseason, right after he lost the playoff game to the Eagles. What did he say? He said there's a major talent gap.
Yeah, in this
between
division.
us in this division.
Yeah.
He meant the Commanders as well. We just out-schemed the Commanders.
Yeah, absolutely agree.
We damn near out-schemed the Cowboys twice. We just didn't have the manpower to do it. The Eagles, we all know what happens to the Eagles. We ain't got to go through
We
that.
could have beat them in week 16, though, but we rested up and started. But don't get me started on that.
But the
We
talent
would have
gap,
won 11-6 if we didn't rest our starters in week 16.
probably would have. One of us would have been right. Me, you, or Joe, all of us right there. But let's talk about the talent gap this offseason. Have we
We're
closed
closing
it?
that margin. Yeah, we're closing that
I
margin.
mean, hold on before you speak.
I said we're closing it. I said we closed it.
No, I'm just what I'm saying.
Because they
How much-
adding to
how-
theirs
how
on
much-
their side too.
How much have we closed it? Let's talk about the draft in
Okay.
general.
I think
A
we're
shut
honestly-
down corner in Deontay Banks, right? A true center that can start day one. Okay?
Yeah, those are two starters, day one.
And a receiver who could possibly start maybe November. Right?
True.
Okay, so if Parrish Campbell, Slayton, Shepard, Hodgins, these guys hold off until November, and we can get Jalen Hyatt in there. If Barkley plays like he should play, like we all know he can, this offense will still be a threat in the division. Even though we haven't completely closed the margin of gap within the talent, because Dallas's defense is stout, Philly's defense is stout. New York Giants' offensive line is just coming together with the addition of John Michael Smith, and if Evan Neal steps up and takes that leap this year. So there's a lot of factors that have to fall into place for everything to go perfectly, but with the picks that we've made so far, I think we have a chance to not only win the division, but actually go 11-6. Because we have good coaching.
So let's talk about the Eagles. You know, they got Carter and Smith from Georgia in the first round. They got Sidney Brown from Illinois. They got Kelly Ringo from Georgia in the fourth round. They didn't do anything on offense, but they did trade for DeAndre Swift, a 7th round pick. You see what I'm saying? So the league has let them stack right back up. They got a running back to replace Miles Sanders. I think Swift is better than Miles Sanders, to be honest with you.
Yes.
I agree.
There's still A.J. Brown. There's still Devontae Smith. Kelsey came back. Now they lost Samulu, and they got Dickerson to replace him. Landon Dickerson to replace him because Kelsey didn't retire, so he's not gonna have to play center.
Dang stinking seagulls.
Right. So with the additions to our offense this year, what do you guys think is the best way to attack them?
Speed.
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 We spoke about this last night.
Speed.
What have we got?
Listen, look at the receivers alone. Daniel Jones is known for the deep ball, a point you brought up yesterday in the room. And now let's look at Darren Waller, tight end, who's a speedster, who's damn near a wide receiver.
Yep.
Right? Parrish Campbell, Darius Slayton, Wandale Robinson. You add another speedster like Jalen Hyatt.
Yep.
You're basically playing whoever's open. I'm gonna throw the ball to you.
And you know what's gonna kill it though? When those safeties drop back, you're gonna have Saquon Barkley
Crossing.
in the middle of the field, and you're also gonna be able to use Waller, and don't forget about Isaiah Hodgins.
Not only
You know
that,
what I'm saying?
you still have to factor in the RPO.
Yeah.
If they design a play that makes their fast receivers take the safeties and the cornerbacks downfield, and the linebackers misread it, Daniel Jones always has the option of pulling that thing down and
That's what
going.
it's gonna come down to, man. It's gonna come down to who has the best defense. That's why you see like you talking about this draft. I think we're looking at a division that's gonna have 4 pretty explosive offenses in it, I believe. And it's gonna come down to who can stop. who can stop who.
We've got to get a linebacker in this next pick.
Yeah.
I think they're good with Beavers. I think they're good with Beavers and Bobby because they got Gerard Davis and they actually like McFadden. And I think
I
McFadden
can coach
plays
him
better.
up, he's good.
Yeah, I think McFadden plays better if he actually has some people
Well,
that
that-
knew what they were doing.
Yeah, he don't gotta cover this.
What's gonna help the linebackers though is our defensive line has a better rotation. We got Roches, we got Ashawn Robinson, we put him with Dex, we still got Jahal Ward, Kayvon Thibodeau, Aziz Ojibari,
Timon Fox.
Timon Fox.
I would like another edge rusher.
I would too.
I like Timon Fox, but we need somebody to push him because if we bring him into the season where he has no competition, what's his role to try to get even better? Because he knows he's not going to beat out Ojibari or Thibodeau to start.
Yeah.
I would want to bring some competition to where that rookie elevates his game, and that rookie game elevates his game, elevates that rookie to where you have a 4-man rotation on the edges to where Thibodeau, Ojibari don't get tired like Dex and Leo was last year because we did so many depth at the edges.
You know, do you realize look on the first redraft, and the guys that we drafted, they were, I'm ready. Yep, I'm going for the Giants. Yep. They were
No,
focused.
they didn't look reluctant to come to New York at all.
Yeah.
No, they didn't look like they were
Yeah.
excited to be drafted by us.
Yeah.
As opposed to Kadarius Toney, when he got drafted, he looked like he wasn't excited.
Yeah.
Jalen, no, what's his name? Devontae Smith, when he got drafted by the Eagles, he didn't look like he was happy to be drafted there.
Right.
So it was good to see that the guys that we drafted actually looked excited and enthusiastic about coming to New York.
And he's like, yeah, I've been third round, but I'm going to be your first, bitch. One more. I'm going to get to him one flavors out because I want to see worse, but I can't. I'm trying to watch my P's and Q's.
See, the one thing that bothers me though, like the Eagles, we all know how good the Eagles were last year. And I feel like
How does we don't run no Darkwing Duck plays?
How does a team as good as the Eagles still find a way to just continue to keep getting better?
Because of the draft capital they got when they made all those trades. They
Yeah.
had major draft capital, bro.
Plus, you gotta think about it like this, wherever they let go, compensatory picks are coming in. They're able to literally continuously go.
I'm just convinced Howie Roseman must got some goons or something on the payroll. How do you pull these deals off?
How you get split for a center round?
Yeah. How we pulling these deals off?
Look, we talk about the Eagles. I actually think you match up well with the Eagles as long as Bobby O and Beavers do what they're supposed to do in the run games, not force them to pass. I like our corners holding up against Jalen Hurts in that pass.
In our division, they are the team that is the biggest threat. As much as I dislike them, gotta respect,
We gotta make them the
they
front
get
runners.
respect
Super Bowl
due.
contender. We should do it right now.
Dallas's defense is improved, but their quarterback position is still iffy. Washington, same thing. Their quarterback position is still iffy. So, out of the three opponents in our division, Philly is the one that we have to plan for. We have to be on our A game when we play them. And we have to outdraft them this draft, which we're not doing so far. We're doing good. We can match up with them. But the next few picks we make have to be home run hits on defense and offense.
Well, we'll know what.
But you gotta
Position.
understand too, they pride themselves on undrafted free agents and turning these guys Isaiah
Yes.
Hodgins into
Yeah, no, they're good at finding talent in low places.
So
Yeah.
it's about the draft, but it's also about what they do after
Undrafted,
the draft.
yeah, and how they coach them up.
It's gonna be real interesting to see who they pick for free agents.
Yeah, undrafted.
After the
Undrafted,
seventh
yeah.
round, the last guy picked.
Oh, that'll be going on tonight.
Yes, and we're gonna be paying
We're gonna have
attention.
news in the morning. Some of the guys get picked up right after the
Some
draft.
of the guys.
Yeah.
And listen, on another note, not to get off topic, shout out to every other member of the Big Blue Crew who wanted to make it, couldn't make it out for whatever the case may be.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
You see them all on the screen. We're making sure that even though they're not here physically, they're all represented as part of the Big Blue Crew. And we want to make sure that they all get their time, right? So, also, we want to give a shout out to Go Travels, okay? If you guys are planning to do any sports traveling, whether it's baseball, hockey, basketball, football, anything sports related, okay, Go Travels is the website. They are the travel agency company that specializes in sporting events for all your travel needs. Okay, we'll make sure that we'll put the link in the description after we end the live for GoTravels.com. Get with Unpopular Opinion Sports, and he can direct you to all the information you need for your travel needs for your sports events. And we want to thank them. They made us. The rooms were
Yep.
great. The traveling was great. Everything was convenient. There was no delays,
Dude,
flights,
we're
layovers, and
staying-
none of that. Grade A service, man. Top professional.
We're staying in top-notch State residence.
Yeah, we're staying at the courtyard that is sponsoring the NFL draft.
Yes.
So we're not in no hole in the wall. We're not in an extended stay.
Yes.
Or no, you know what I mean? Like, GoTravels.com. Go check them out.
We're right.
They thorough.
The food,
And if you're in Kansas City, Missouri,
Yes.
and you don't visit, Arthur Bryant's famous barbecue.
Yes.
You should kick your own ass.
Dude,
Arthur Bryant's barbecue is awesome.
I'm gonna be eating mine here as soon as we
Yeah, we
do.
still got some left.
Brisket, burnt ends. Listen,
Yeah.
And a half a chicken.
Yeah.
I got a question for everybody. What do you guys think based off of current roster?
speak in your man voice.
Based off of the current roster that the Giants have, how do you feel Kafka and Wink are going to be able to open up this
I'm gonna
offense?
say blue B plus. I can't give him a name.
But we ain't done yet.
Yeah, but still.
But he's not
We
asking
got
about the
good-
draft so far. He's asking how do you think Mike Kafka and Wink Martindale are going to use these guys, these new acquisitions?
I mean, just look at the picks that we have. You know, Deontay Banks, you know, shutdown corner, we've always been asking for. How do you think Wink's going to utilize him and incorporate him within this offense?
You put him on the island and make him learn on the fly.
Yeah, he's gonna use some physical.
Press
Like I
man
said,
cover.
in the beginning of his career, the only thing I see that he did bad at Maryland, it is not really that bad. It's just that he opens up and let people to the inside. Against receivers like AJ
Push them
Brown
out.
or Devontae Smith, when you press at the line of scrimmage, you can't bail. So
Give them the
you
inside.
can't bail and get them to the outside because they're so good. Like you let them get to the inside, they'll break a tackle. Although he's physical, they'll break his tackle and make plays. He's gonna give up a couple of plays like that in the beginning of his career, but once Henderson really gets it to him, like kid, use your physical attributes and stop him at the line of scrimmage and don't open up until you see which way he's going because he knows how to read feet very well, and that's why his recovery time was like ridiculous. So if he gets it to where he's looking at your hips and things, pause before you go in your break and then he breaks, he's going to be a shutdown corner. That's why Wink went crazy when they drafted him in the first round because he knows what he has. And once Henderson molds him, he's the number one corner. He will be the number one corner by next year.
I believe Deontay Banks' acquisition allows Wink to just open up that defensive playbook, get more exotic with his blitz packages, all kinds of good stuff. You know how it looks like still very aggressive defensive coordinator, so I think it's going to be big.
You're gonna see this offense click. You're gonna see, all right, over Daniel Jones and 40 touchdowns.
40 touchdowns on the year? I
Yeah.
think he'll throw 41.
I will too. I think he's over.
Simply because of what we said earlier. If you got 5 speedsters and he's a deep ball specialist,
Yes.
I'm gonna go under only because of Daniel Jones is gonna be using the running game as well. If 40 combined touchdowns, I can see.
Yes.
But just passing, that's when they get
No,
red
no, he
zone,
said
I think they're
over,
gonna
under.
use
Be like,
the
I think
RPO.
he'll
Well,
be
that
like
includes
34,
something like
5
that.
touchdowns.
34, 35 passing and about 5 or 6 rushes.
Yes.
And
Yes.
I'll tell you the reason why I think he can throw 30 touchdowns this year. Or if not 30, come real,
You
real
got a
close
center
to
that can
it.
tell the line which way to slide the protection
That's
for
true.
one.
That's true. But if Evan Neal takes the step that he's supposed to, and John Michael Schmitz comes in and be that solid center, he's going to get a lot more time in that pocket. And with those fast receivers out there, I think they're going to still run the same type routes. Give people open scheme, but with Hyatt, Slayton, Campbell, everybody crossing over, you're not going to be able to keep up with those guys.
True that. True that.
Even the Eagles, Slayer's not that fast anymore. Bradbury's never been that fast. Even Kelly Ringo, that's why they're in the 4th round. He has a lot of holes to his game that they have to fix. And I don't even know that slot corner because Gardner Johnson is gone. If he gets that much time and you got Waddle in the middle of the field bringing safety help,
I
you
see
only
what you're
got a
saying.
rookie and no
That's
safety
how we're
back
gonna
there.
attack Philly with explosive plays. You're not
You're
gonna
gonna have to.
It ain't, they ain't
Fight fire with fire.
Right.
They get down.
It's gonna have to be 60-yard touchdown to Slayton or Hyatt or
Because-
something like that.
If that line protects him, you only send a 4 and Daniel Jones has time to step up in that pocket, you're not going to be able to keep up with our receivers for that long. You're not. They're just too fast.
Well, who's gonna be our guards? Because we that Joe Sheen is
It's
gonna.
going to be Bredesen left guard, Glowinski right guard, until Glowinski loses his job.
So
Like we were talking about it, right though, like talking about Carl, like Evan Neal can take those, those next steps. That might actually help improve Lewinsky as well. I mean, he could just take a little off his plate. So let's see how that works.
Lewinsky improves Eminem.
Or that, or either way, one
Yeah.
way.
But
Both of them need to improve.
if Azudu wins the job, they'll put him at left guard and put Bradison at right guard.
Right.
But
Yeah.
eventually, I think Keegan takes that right
I
guard.
mean,
job.
even if they don't take that job this year, that's the best way to do it. Grab him, coach him up for 3 or 4 years. When you phase this guard out, you phase this one in. He knows the system. You know you can rely on the guy next to him. It's a lot less confusion. It's a smoother transition, and you keep your line
Rotating.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But on another note, guys, make sure you go subscribe. Classified 3F with Joe. We need to get this man to 1,000 subscribers. Y'all need to stop playing and put some respect on his name. Also, Mac the Giants fan. That's MACDA Giants fan. Okay? Make sure you go subscribe. Let's get this man to 1,000. Okay? Unpopular opinion sports. We don't care if his opinion is unpopular in your goddamn eyes. Go subscribe. Okay, stop playing, man. We taking trips, we organizing, we got a lot more content coming your way, a lot more big plans and ideas that nobody
Yes.
else is doing.
Absolutely.
Make sure you're a part of what is coming up this season. The Big
Yes.
Blue Crew Sports Network is not playing around. We are officially a sports network, and I mean legitimate business paperwork officially. So,
Yep.
you don't want to miss what we got coming. You don't want to miss what we got in the works. We got big plans, big ideas, big trips, big venues. Make sure you go subscribe to all these guys on Popular Opinion Sports. Rodney, Big Blue Corner, Classified 3F with Joe. Of course, you know Big Pat Sports Talk. Gonna talk this talk no matter what you thought. Mac the Giants fan. What up, what up, what up, my fellow Giants fans? Y'all know what's going on. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And G-Nation Inside Sports. Also, make sure you go check out all the other content creators. There you go. That was perfect timing. J-Lay, Coach Ed, Midday with Miz. Go subscribe to every member of the Big Blue Crew Sports Network, man. We got so much in store for you guys. You ain't gonna want to miss it, man.
You're not.
Absolutely.
I'm telling you, we're only just begun.
So, Rodney, update on the draft. Have we picked anybody else yet, or is our pick coming up?
It's coming up.
Big Blue Crew got that sports crack for you. Hey.
Picks 243, 254. As of right now. Indianapolis is on the clock. Last round is number 4.
Okay, all right. So,
Fast,
yeah, we know the last day hit the group.
Stop catching it.
Talk about Smiths though at 57, because a lot of people wanted Smiths in the first round. You know, me and Rodney was adamant about that not happening, and you know it worked out in our favor because I do like Smiths, man. But
I gotta
man,
pee.
talk about Smiths as a prospect and how you think he's
All
can
right,
fit
we have the
as a
lovely
center.
assistant right here who can help you with that. Mrs. Kim, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Mrs. Kim.
Oh, man. Oh, I know I can hold it. Wow, I gotta go.
I'm not holding it. As long as we know that.
That competent center, somebody that's actually a traditional center, right? Like Feliciano, for what it's worth, he had his good moments, but he definitely had his rough moments as well. But he's also not, he's not.
He
really
lived
a
up to his
full-time-
name, Fellatio,
He's
because
not
he sucked.
really a
Yes.
full-time regular center, At the end of the day, a center gotta be like the captain of the whole line, basically.
Yeah.
They gotta be able to recognize the defense, make all the calls the right way. Offensive line gotta be in sync. I'm a big guy. I was an offensive lineman all my years of playing football. I know what it's all about.
Hey,
And
you
I know
gonna
what it's
try
like-
out.
And I know what it's like to be on there with weaker, lackluster, talent next to you. You gotta compensate to fix what they got going on. So it's gotta work in sync, man. And I think Adam Smith could give us a guy that can keep things under control, man. I know it's a rookie you have to put on the
Well,
shoulders.
he a grown
But at
man
the
too.
same time, yeah, like you just said, he's a grown ass man and stepping up to the big leagues, man. I really feel good about the direction
So,
of this
Lou,
offense.
Lou, so instead of me going Monday, because I'm gonna be driving all day and half the night, Tuesday, you get to do.
Well, no, we're not. Tuesday is part of the city. So I'll go on Monday
No, I
since
am.
you're driving. Or I thought you were saying you're not gonna be able to because you're gonna be
Well,
driving.
this week, I.
Okay, yeah. Normally you have Mondays, but
Yeah.
I'll fill
Yeah.
the gap also, so that we don't leave anybody without their content.
Okay, I can call in on the road and everything,
Okay.
but,
We'll drive Kim crazy while she's driving. Great idea.
Yeah.
She'll love that.
yeah.
All right.
Okay.
John Michael Schmitz at 57 was actually pretty dope.
It was.
Because the way it fell is no center was taken in the first round, which you actually predicted. But I think this draft fell the way that they wanted it to fall. And Jalen Hyde in the third round might be one of the best picks in this draft.
Yep,
Because if you get his feet right,
yep.
that dude's a problem. And he can become Slayton with hands.
Yeah.
As long as it's with hands. But if you become Slayton replica.
Leave my man Slade alone.
No,
Leave
I
my
would
man
like to
Slade
see
alone.
You know what's crazy? Like,
I
it's
would
a
like
hard
to
catch.
see
He dropped
the
it.
Giants working together.
Right, bro.
5 or 6 games. You don't see him.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden, week 7, you see him for 1 or 2 plays. Okay, he did good. Week 7, you see him 4 or 5 plays. Well now.
Well, he wasn't even the starter in the beginning. He had to work his way on there after injuries and
Yeah.
drop
Remember,
passes.
he took a pay cut. And for him to take a pay cut and then actually get paid, that's a
No, and I respect him too, because he
I
never threw
respect
DJ
the guy.
under the bus.
I respect
When
Slade.
when
That's
they
why
was
I put
asking
it
him
back for
questions and trying to set him up with bad questions, thinking he was going to give them what they wanted, give the media the trap, fall into the trap that they were setting, he always countered it. He had his quarterbacks back.
I ain't
You
lying,
know what I'm
he's one
saying?
of the biggest, he's been one
Yeah,
of the
he was
biggest
the biggest DJ
defenders,
advocate,
like, straight up.
yeah.
He go hard on Twitter about anybody that come in and
Yeah.
just that down, he goes hard.
Yeah.
But I want to piggyback on what Joe was saying. You probably won't see Jalen Hyatt play
Yeah, that's what I said. Maybe November.
Yeah.
Around
Yeah.
November.
much in the beginning of the season. You might not
They're
see
going
him
to keep
play
him off the
game
field,
three,
coach
game
him
four.
up, get him ready, make sure he knows the playbook.
Yes.
So when you put you out there, you're not a liability. You're an asset.
When it comes time for that playoff push, you actually
And he's
their
healthy.
eyes have to be on.
Yes.
Yeah.
And now you gotta.
And you
guys
haven't
on
been
him.
game planning for him for the
Waller,
first 8 weeks.
right.
Now you got to start switching up your
And
game
now
plan.
you still got Slayton, Campbell,
Well,
Barkley,
as long as-
DJ, Waller.
Well, our team
Hodgins,
has to
Shepard.
stay healthy.
Yeah.
We have to stay healthy, no matter what.
But even if we don't, now we have some depth.
Yes.
There you go.
Yes.
We
We
have
will
to stay
have
the key.
that.
Like that was one thing about the Eagles last year. For them. They was a blessed team last year. They didn't have a lot of major injuries, you know, along the way. So they just gotta keep that team intact, and they were steamrolling people all season long. So if we can get some of that luck to roll our way, man, then just let me know, man, how the chips gonna fall.
Speaking of chips, I'm hungry tonight.
I'm finna order something.
I know.
I'm hungry, son.
Well, I got brisket and bread upstairs. So.
Yeah, me too.
Before we
Not
go,
bad.
let's transition to the defense. Brought in Sean Robinson. You brought in.
I'm going to need you to talk with your big boy voice, man.
I'm talking. You got Sean Robinson. You got Natchez Roches. I believe I'm saying that.
Well,
Natchez.
Nacho,
Call
this
him
song
Nacho.
Nacho.
Yeah.
not
Right? And then you got Bobby O'Carroll.
Hey, what's the weed?
But I would like to say, this has been a hell of an experience. I'm glad I didn't have it with anybody to share with you guys, man. I love you, man.
I know you too, Joe.
Our YouTube channels, I got lots of love for them too, man. You know?
Oh, yeah, all the whole big blue crew, bro.
Yeah.
We all love you, bro.
Just
Yeah.
think about the draft.
Just in a
experience,
hetero
what
way.
what we got out of this draft. Being at the draft, me and some of the most dopest, craziest fans, even though they rep other teams, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, they out there in costumes, they got these big necklaces on, they all kind of stuff, man, but cool people, you know what I'm
Yes.
saying? Pat, you was actually in the theater, you know what I'm saying? So
Front
that
row.
was dope, front row seats, you know what
I
I'm
must
saying?
be
man?
in front row. Right there.
So man, that like this whole experience, man, you know what I'm saying? Appreciate each and every one of you for coming out and for also trusting me and my wife to put this trip together, you know what I'm saying? Y'all
Yes.
put, you know what I'm saying? Y'all was in a a good situation, man, for us, man, and we just the appreciation that we have. I'm telling you, it's real.
Well, I tell
It's
you
real
what.
because not a lot of people would have gave us a chance to put a trip together
Well,
like
don't
this.
think it's
Next
too early.
time,
I'm throwing a Project X party in the room tonight. No.
I'm flying if we're
You know what I'm
going
saying?
past
But you didn't know me from a can of paint. You know what I'm saying?
1,700 miles. If I can't make it one day, I'm flying. Never give 2 days.
Yeah.
No, 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 no.
That was
I'm
a long
fucking,
drive, dude. And not only from there to here, but they drove from New York to me first.
yeah.
And then we drove, you know, so.
That was 13 hours one way, rest 13 hours again. 26.
All right, man. This is how we finna end it, man. I'd like to thank you guys for tuning in. We are the Big Blue Crew, live to you from the NFL Draft. It's been a day 3 recap. You're gonna get the 2 draft picks. Right.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna let us know who we picked in the 7th round. This has been a dope experience, man. We were this close from being on NFL Network. They put a license plate guy on there. Shout out to the license plate guy.
Shout out to LPG.
Right. Shout out.
PG.
I'm about to
Shout
holler
out
at him
to
on
LPG.
Twitter. He gonna let, cause I seen him, he waved hi to me. He was like, yeah, what's going on? You got any? I'm like, yeah. So he gonna holler at us on Twitter. He should be on the show here soon.
Shout out to,
So-
I forgot their name. We'll do a video with them, you'll find out.
Oh yeah, man. We got a bunch of content coming.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, we got more content coming your way, exclusive from inside the draft, interviews with fans and all that stuff. So,
Well,
Look out for the Big Blue Crew documentary.
yeah, we got a
NFL
documentary
draft.
coming up.
yeah.
That will be coming out here very soon. I should charge you for it. I'm still debating. But just blessed to be here. Good to meet everybody. Nothing changed. It was like we was talking on screen, but in 3D. So
Nah, everybody here is exactly who they are on camera,
Right.
off camera.
Yes.
I love that. I
Yes.
can't stand somebody who puts on a mask and a fake persona.
Facts.
I'm me everywhere I go. He's him everywhere. He's him. Everybody here is real. We're authentic, and we're the same way off screen that we are on screen. That's the only way you get real content like that.
And I'm a lot worse live than I am recording.
I'd have to say yes.
But till the next episode, man. You know how we end this.
Big Blue Crew in the building, yo.
Yeah.
Big ups.
Yes,
That was so dope, man.
dude.
Sitting around a round table, we
I got
talking
a
like,
cash app. Give me some food.